Greetings, listeners. Welcome to Consulting Between Friends. I am your host, Michael Holmes Jr. I appreciate the constant support. It means a lot. If you would like to support the podcast more, you can find me on Patreon at Consulting Be Friends. Once again, at Consulting Be Friends. You can also find merchandise on Spring. Both links will be in the description. Thanks again and enjoy the show. Everyone has an online and offline identity. Your online identity can be found anywhere you post because your identity travels with you every day without you realizing it. For example, a lot of your personal information is used to sign up for social media. Whether we start our day online or offline, we should remember to stay safe. Our digital life can affect our personal life if we aren't safe. In this episode, I will break down the difference between digital life and offline life. The topic is online privacy. Are you protected? We will return after a message from our sponsor. Everyone is always planning things, and advertising is needed to make it happen. So, if it's personal or business, let Pinpoint Designs and Images solve that problem. With Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, you will receive quality work and professional service at a great price. The service that is offered: flyers, business cards, programs, invitations, photo books, ad booklets, and much more. Michael Holmes Jr., owner/principal designer of Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, contact me by email or social media. Email address is pinpointdesignsandImages@gmail.com, and Instagram Pinpoint Designs, and Facebook Pinpoint Designs and Images. We are back. When it comes to everyone's privacy, how often do you think about it? Are you sure that you are protected when you're surfing the internet? There are ways to protect your digital identity, but some people don't understand or know how to protect themselves. There are apps that are designed to protect you online. For instance, internet security and password security. Passwords are very important while on the internet. This is how you lock and unlock your information on different sites and apps. Having a password that is unique from others will protect your information from clever minded hackers. While the internet is very important in our daily lives, we cannot let our guard down. While creating a password for any social media accounts or website accounts, make sure to create a password that has 8 or more characters that you can remember. For example, characters are numbers and symbols such as the $ or hashtag. Also, remember to use the two-step verification feature. This feature will send you a notification by email or text to verify the right person. Right now on the internet, there are multiple apps and services to store and create passwords. This was created to make it safer and easier to create a password. If you have a Google account, You already have this option. Once you sign in to your Google account, you are given an option to share your username and password in the Google system. The Google system allows for everything to stay in one place instead of finding a piece of paper to write your information. This is also very safe because the information is encrypted. There are also more services and apps that requires a fee. For example, Kaspersky Total Security, Norton 360 Deluxe, McAfee Total Protection, and many other apps that offer protection. When you are surfing the internet, you need to protect yourself. The main web browsers used are Google, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. Using Wi Fi in certain places isn't really safe. Always check the network security, especially in public locations. For example, connections in hotels and restaurants may not be as secure as you think. If you have personal information that you don't want people to view, you should have better security. The security that you need is a VPN, known as a virtual private network. With a VPN, your information is protected and not shared because the information is encrypted. The VPN protects your IP address from being tracked at multiple locations. And an IP address, known as Internet Protocol, is a set of numbers that defines your location on the internet, your internet home, and a number that is important for devices to communicate with each other. If you don't create a unique password, you might encounter multiple identity problems. Someone may try to hack your account. Your online privacy is affected when you are surfing the internet on any other mobile devices, such as a computer, phone, or tablet. This information is what hackers will track. One, personal identifying information, known as PII, name, birthday, social security number, and phone number. Two, financial information, banking, insurance information, and billing accounts. Three, payment card information, known as PCI, your credit card and debit card numbers. Four, education information, transcripts, and school records. Five, healthcare information, insurance and hospital records. Six, user credentials, usernames, and passwords. The bottom line is to secure your information so that no one can access it. This applies to your life offline as well. Be careful because that information can travel online as well. When you are using social media, make sure to keep your account private. This will protect you from receiving unwanted requests. Also, be aware of someone creating fake account of your profile. When someone creates a fake account of you, they are collecting information to use against you and your followers. For example, ask you different questions, try to convince you to give them your personal information, and destroyed your current profile to others. After a short break, we will return. We are back. In closing, I hope the information I provided on online privacy was very valuable to all my listeners. I have always wanted to discuss online privacy for some time. I'm aware that some people aren't aware of internet safety, and I hope this helps. These are just some basic safety precautions. There are more that assist even deeper. As technology evolves, so will technological problems. We just need to stay ahead. One last thing, remember to support local businesses and protect your identity before someone steals it. Thank you for listening to Consulting Between Friends. This podcast is available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts, as well other platforms that are available. So like and subscribe. Need to contact us and leave us a comment? You can find us on Instagram at Consulting the letter B Friends. Once again, Consulting B Friends. An email address is consulting the letter B friends at gmail.com. Once again, consulting B friends at gmail.com. Consulting Between Friends now has a merch online store called Podcast Merch Headquarters. This is where you can buy merch to show your support for the podcast. Some items to choose from are t-shirts, tumblers, and hoodies, as well many other things I know you will appreciate. So take the time to review the items in the store. The link will be available in the podcast notes under Podcast Merch Headquarters. Consulting Between Friends now has a way for listeners to share their feedback about the podcast. The listeners can now share their feedback on Discord. The link will be available in the podcast notes and on the podcast website. Thanks again for the support. If you have an extra minute, it would be greatly appreciated if you could answer a few questions regarding the quality of the podcast. The link will be in the description. Consulting between friends. Thanks to everyone for making this possible. The host, Michael Holmes Jr., the producer and content creator, Michael Holmes Jr., the artwork cover, Michael Holmes Jr., original music, a DJ name / references, onsip.com. Content distributor, My Producer Podcasts.